Hi there, my name is Fernanda and welcome to Tarot by Fernanda. On today's pick a card, I'm going to answer 3 questions, okay? First, what is this person's perception of you? What she thinks of you? How does she sees you? Then we're gonna move on to feelings. What are this person's current feelings, okay? Not before, not in the future, current feelings. And then I'm going to be finishing by this person's intentions towards you. And this is perfect for everyone. You could be single and be wondering about someone who has piqued your interest and you don't know if he or she feels the same or if she feels attracted towards you. You could be wondering about your current partner. You don't know what his or her intentions are in the future or where his head is at. You could be wondering about an ex. So really here it will be about current perception, current feelings, current intentions towards you. And I hope that this will bring clarity in your situation. Now, there's 5 groups in front of you. Group number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make sure to pick intuitively, take all the time you need. For those that are new, I really recommend you, if you're watching me on your phone, let's say that this is your phone, okay, and you're holding it like it's horizontal. I would really recommend you to pass your finger on top of each crystal, and whenever you feel that tingling feeling on your finger, stop, and that is the group for you. And you need to make sure that you're thinking of your question or the person in question, okay? And you can definitely do this reading more than once because you may be wondering about more than one person. And yes, whenever you're ready, you can go to the description box, the comment section, and it will take you to the right timestamp for your reading. Do remember to subscribe, to give it a like. Do it now if you haven't done so. This really helps for the channel to grow. This is a new channel, so then of course it will take time to grow, but with your support, I'm sure that this will grow pretty quick. Okay? I will see you in a couple seconds. Bye. Hi there, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. Now, if you chose this beautiful crystal, welcome. Now, this is a deck I will be using for today's reading. And yeah, so let's start. This reading will be pretty simple, so it will be shorter than usual because I'm really just giving you clarity on this person's perception of you, feelings, and intentions, okay? So this applies to everyone, regardless whether you're in a relationship or not. If you're here, it's because you wonder about this person's perception of you. Maybe it's someone, a friend, a coworker, and you don't know if they perceive you with lust, with respect, in a romantic way, and what their intentions are as well towards you. And in this type of readings, that's where you can also see how people view you. Is it with respect? Do they admire you or not? And how do they feel towards you? Are they blaming you for something? Are they feeling, very like lovey-dovey feelings towards you? And even with all that, do they have any intention whatsoever to do something about it? So this could also apply to your ex. So I will start with your reading. Now, do remember this is a general reading, so only take what resonates. And if this is something that is really important to you, then I do recommend for you to get a private reading. You can book a private reading with me to my website, tarotbyfernanda.com, and you get your reading within less than 48 hours, okay? Now let's see what this person's perception of you is. This is not who you are as a person, but how people or how this person perceives you, okay? So we don't necessarily have, control over that in case that you're like, hey, no, that's not how I am, but that's how this person perceives you in this current moment. Let's see. Okay. Now, also on this specific reading, I will be doing reversals. So you got this 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Right away, I feel like this person can tell that you're someone that has a lot of potential, that you may be very creative, that you're someone who Yeah, you're very creative, yet for some reason you lack motivation sometimes to get things started. They view you as someone who with a lot of potential, because these cards, even the King of Swords, even if it comes, in reverse, pretty much is talking about the potential of it. So these cards really let me know that the person you're asking about thinks that you're someone that it has a huge potential. Okay. But for some reason, you lack initiative, and sometimes you're not coherent with how you go about things. Let's say you're someone who says, well, I'm going to start my business and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But really, you don't even have, let's say, I'm going to get a job, but you don't even have a resume. We're going to build a family, but you still live like a single person or like a bachelor. So it just seems like this person, there's something about you that they just feel like you your way of doing things is not coherent at times, and it also stops others from being able to work with you. You're hard to work with. Okay, it's like working in teams or something like that. It's like you can't do that. So this, if you're asking about someone who's already in a relationship with you or was ever romantic with you, this person sees so much potential of like being able to build things with you, but at the same time they know you make it so hard. Like you are also a bit of that's their perception. They feel like you got a bit of an ego, and so it's hard sometimes to work with you because this Three of Coins, it's all about, teamwork, about cooperating, of like, compromising, but it's completely the opposite. But the potential that you have as a creative person, as a resourceful person is there, and they see you like that. And it builds even more with this King of Swords in reverse. They do see you sometimes. It's like your way or no way. That's how they picture you at this time. At this time, okay? You could be a bit controlling at times. The thing is, with the King of Swords, someone who makes tough calls, yes, he can be or she can be ruthless at times, but it's always for the best interest. But in this scenario, because it's reverse, the person that you're asking about sees you as someone who's more of a dictatorship, a dictator. So someone who also, it's like I said, your way or no way, and maybe that you think that you know best for everyone, but it doesn't come across like that. You could also be very harsh with your words, and maybe there's a bit of lack of communication from your side. And then now you got the Queen of Swords. So you got the King in reverse and now the Queen, but you got the Queen upright. So see, this in here you can tell it says honest, independent, fair. So I do feel like your intentions do come forward as, good intentions, yet I feel like you are making decisions for others. Also, I feel like with this really like strong Queen of Swords energy, I do feel like you could be a bit intimidating to this person at times. I do think that they have so much respect for you, but they can tell that you sometimes are a lot on the defense. You don't let people in, and that's how this person perceives you. Feels like you're not really an emotional person, that you're letting feelings aside, and you're not making decisions from the heart, but more from your mind and also from past experiences that you have had. So this person definitely, I will say, feels a bit intimidated by you, because I do think that you have a strong personality and you're someone who maybe sets boundaries right away, but also are a bit incoherent of, your boundaries and what you want, and at the same time how you act. And yeah, I just feel like you according to them, you're a bit intimidating, and it just feels like this person feels like it's hard to get through you because you're already predisposed to not let anyone in. So let's see how this person feels about you, group number one. Now, if you have made it to here, I suppose that you do enjoy my style of tarot reading. So I would really appreciate if you could hit that button of subscribe, if you can give me a like as well. And, if you want to be extra nice, just leave a comment. You can just literally leave an emoji. But you leaving a comment, even if it's just like one letter or thanks or an emoji or like the number of the pile you picked, that tells YouTube that this content has value and they will be pushing this content to more and more people. So if you can do that, I will really appreciate it. Now, let's see, Six of Pentacles. This person feels of like responsibility towards you, okay? Maybe there's a bit of history in here. There's definitely love as well. You got this Queen of Cups. And you got this Six of Swords. Yeah, see, you got two. And at the bottom of this deck, you got the Lovers. So I'll say definitely this group, this person loves you. This person feels love for you. And I do think that this person feels a bit of like this feeling of like they owe you something. They feel responsible for you in some way. They feel like the need of like the desire to serve you, to be there for you, to help you out. They feel a lot of gratitude for sure. And with this six, there's a lot of karmic energy in this connection, I find, or at least from his side or her side, because six, it is a karmic number. It is also the frequency of family, the frequency of a clan, building a clan. But like I said, it's also that karmic number of like giving and receiving and act and reaction, And so there's a reason why this person, I don't know, you would know best, but this person feels like they owe you something, and this is why I feel like this person feels a lot of patience and a lot of hope and hopes to one day be able to get to more of a peaceful, quiet time, being able to leave everything behind that does not serve this connection, and being able to put a bit of a distance between all the chaos or any issues that you guys had in the past. And this person really wishes and feels so much love for you, so much like a feeling of protection, of caring for you. Feels of course compassion, but feels a deep love for you. And even if this is just a friend and you're like, hey, but we haven't even had a kiss, this person, this will also make sense. Like, I just feel like this person looks at you with not just like, it's not lost. It's like feels like cares about you, feels so much kindness towards you. Like, you evoke kindness when he or she sees you, when they're around you. Like, you evoke this feeling of, I want to take care of you. I want to, I need to be patient with you because maybe you're going through a rough time, or I know that we can have something so good. And I see it because with the perception, it's like they feel like you have so much potential, but right now you're just very on the defense. But this person feels like maybe if you guys were just to get away a bit from all of the noise, this person has hope and has so much love for you and cares so much and wishes to, have another opportunity. And I want you also, like, I don't know if you helped this person in the past or you have been there for this person in the past, and there's that feeling of they owe you. That's where it comes from. That could be it as well. Let's see this person's intentions. This person's intentions. You got Temperance. I'm gonna be moving this on the side. Five of Swords. And you got the Hierophant. Okay. I'm going to leave this here. I'm gonna just put this here like this. This like this. And then this one. It's okay. Alrighty. So you got Temperance, the Five of Swords, and the Hierophant. So this person definitely is willing to wait for you. I'll just say that. Whatever your situation is, if it's like a past relationship, an ex, a current relationship, a friend that has feelings for you, someone who you just met, but maybe the situation is not right for this, like at this time, or maybe you are in a relationship or something like that. There's something that it's like the feeling of I need to wait. I'm going to wait for her or I'm going to wait for him. Because so this already tells me if this person thinks that they need to wait for things that do balance out on their own, or for your path to cross, then I'm guessing right now for whatever reason things are not like sunshine. So yeah, this person is definitely to wait for that because he or she believes that the right time will come and understands too that sometimes time has to pass by for things to be better. Maybe your paths need to cross again and right now they're going in different directions, but this person really does intend to wait for your paths to be crossing again without pushing or forcing anything. That's another thing. This person is not pretending to force anything. It's more like pretending to let whatever needs to happen for you two to be together again, or for you to kind of regain that harmonious energy that you two had in your relationship. This person is ready to wait. This could also mean that maybe he or she is still the same person as always, but you have changed a little bit. So your path, the road has to go back to him or her. And so he or she is ready to wait. And I will also say this person is kind of saying, I'm ready to I'm not dating anyone else. You also got the 5 of Swords and the Hierophant. So I really feel like this person wants to wait for you and will be avoiding all conflict and will not be listening to people's opinion about your connection. And maybe there's people that have opinions about you and he or she is like, no, I'm not listening to that. I'm really not listening to that. And because this person, I will say that this group, this person sees you as marriage material and sees a future with you, and kind of also feels like, for some of you, those that are already dating, this person sees you as, like I said, marriage material and want to marry you. And if you two are already together and married, this person has there's this religious side of this person and things like, I'm going to trust God to keep us together and for us to find the light, and for us to be good and to be together and live a life or a partnership with values and with stability. So yeah, group number 1, I do hope that this reading was useful, that gives you a bit of clarity on the situation. Do remember to subscribe, to give it a like. I also do apologize if my voice is a bit weird. It's just that I got sick. I'm back from my trip to Ireland, but honestly, the second I got back home, I got sick, but I really wanted to have this reading for you today. So thank you for all your support. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment, and I will see you on the next pick a card. Bye. Hi there, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this beautiful crystal, now I'm gonna place this one on the side, and I will be using this deck today to do your reading. Now, remember that this is a general reading, so only take whatever resonates and leave the rest. If this reading or this type of reading is really important to you, this type of questions are really important to you, then I do recommend for you to actually get a private reading. I do offer private readings. If you go to my website, tarotbyfernanda.com, you can book a reading and you will get your reading sent to you within less than 48 hours, okay? Now let's start with this reading. This is perfect if you want clarity about this connection. You want to know how this person perceives you, how this person feels about you, and what are his or her current intentions, okay? Now, let's see. how this person perceives you. Do you remember this is a perception? So this is not necessarily who you are, but this is how they perceive you right now. Let's see. Group number 2, how this person perceives you. Now, also just letting you know that for this specific reading, I will be taking reversals. Sometimes I don't. Well, most of the time I do not, but in this reading I will. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time. So you got this 9 of Cups. You got this 10 of Swords. And let's see another one. And you got the Strength card. This is interesting because when the feeling I'm getting right away from this 9 of Cups and 10 of Swords together is that you're someone who snaps very quick. You're someone who can be really good like 1 minute and then the next you're just very annoyed by everything. So this person feels like that. Feels like like you have really good days and you have really bad days, and sometimes you could be like having a really good day and then out of nowhere something bothers you and you're just fully annoyed by everything. Like if you were like have a itch, like everything was so annoying. And yeah, so I just feel like there's that like also that feeling of ups and downs, a lot of ups and downs with you. And if it's not your way, or if it's not something, if you don't get what you wanted, or if you don't win, you get pretty discouraged pretty quick. So that's the thing. It's like you have so many dreams, you have so much motivation, you have like this drive, but whenever it doesn't go your way, I feel like you're like a kid. That's how they're describing you. Like a kid that could like throw a tantrum. A bit like, a bit childish, I will say. You can also, they feel like you can sometimes have this tendency of like playing the victim a lot. And it's not that, you cannot be sad, but they just feel like you stretch that a bit too long as well. And that you also have this high expectations about people of like what a betrayal is. And so you feel like everything is a betrayal. That's another thing they're saying. Like, I just feel like they perceive you as someone who you talked to this person, that's a betrayal, or you cheating on me, or you did this. Well, like you have high standards, and this could be for different reasons why they perceive you like this. Could be that you're actually in a relationship and they just feel like you have everything that they do is wrong, and for you, in to your eyes. And if you're not together, it's like someone who let's say you're not even together yet, if they do something, if they're talking to someone else, or they have just done something wrong, like there's no way for them to win. That's the thing, how they perceive you. You make it really hard for them to be able to do something right. And so I do feel like you're a tough crowd. And also sometimes you just look for yourself pleasure, yourself like fulfillment, which is great that you look for your self-fulfillment, but they see in a way that you're being egocentric and selfish as well. Like sometimes you're just so focused on your own needs, and sometimes I also feel like you draw attention, but you also sometimes, how there's people that of course do draw attention, but there's also people that they're always seeking recognition, or you always seek for other people to give them that attention. So that's how they feel. They feel like you behave that way. Now, are you good looking to their eyes? You freaking are hot. Okay, so just letting you know, with this Strength card, you are a very sensual, attractive woman or man to them. They're very physically attracted to you, and they think you're a very strong and sensual person. Now, this aside, I do feel like they do view you as someone who is very selfish at times and does not care about others, and plays the victim card a lot, and is just constantly looking to complain about something. But on the side, definitely they see you as someone who's very confident. Like they can see that. Maybe also you may be a Leo, and that's why they see you as this strength energy, because that represents Leo energy. They feel like you're very brave, you are very confident, and you have a lot of courage. This also could portray how creative you are, because creativity and sexuality do go together. And so if they see you like this, then they feel like you have this like you have this too activated. Like you're open to those two things. You're a creative person and you're a pretty like sexual person. Now, another thing too could be that you do have like a special connection with animals, or they think that you're very sweet to dogs or to pets or something. And so they see that. They also see like a wild side to you. And that's how they perceive you, like this wild, magical, creative, sensual side of you. So they definitely are attracted to you. So even if this is a friend, someone who you were like, I wonder if this person sees me as, his little sister or her little brother. Like, no, I mean, they see the bad, like the dark side of you, the not so good side of you, but they do think that you're someone who's very hot. Now, let's see how this person feels about you. Now, if you have made it up to this point of the reading, group number 2, I'm guessing that you do like my style of reading. So I will really, really, really appreciate if you just took a second to subscribe, to give it a like, and to even leave a comment. Even if it's just the number of the pile you chose, even if it's just an emoji, that tells YouTube that this content is valuable and we'll be pushing this content to more people. So I'll really appreciate that. But first thing, do subscribe, okay? Now, you got the sun when it comes to feelings. So this person definitely feels like all the happy feelings towards you, feels like, I'll say, it feels very happy, like you're sunshine to them. Now, you also got the 9 of Wands in reverse. And you got this Queen of Swords upright. You're a tough cookie. Group number 2. Because, okay, so you make this person very, very, very happy. It's very clear. You make this person very happy. This person feels so excited to you, like they recharge. When they're around you, they recharge. And this is so incredible to even like think that someone can recharge being around you. Come on, like I'm an introvert and I recharge being at home. So if someone will ever say like, oh, this person recharged being around you, I'll be so flattered, to be honest. So this person feels so much joy, and they just feel like you're that, like the sun, and they want to orbit around you. You're someone who's very enigmatic, I will say, and they're just, when they see you, that's all they see. But they definitely do feel like you're quite like sometimes stubborn, because this 9 of Wands upside down, usually the 9 of Wands does represent like great strength and patience and like never giving up. But with this in reverse, it goes back to like, I feel like this whole thing of also like you feel like everyone is constantly betraying you and you're victimizing yourself. That's their perception. They feel the same, like they just feel like you give up way too easily sometimes. You're also very defensive, and this, it's very clear because of the Queen of Swords upright. Yes, you're someone who will be loyal and honest, but at the same time you seem to be on the defense. You're like not necessarily welcoming others. And you could be very, like, you will be criticizing others so much because you think that the way you do things is the right way. And I do think that it's really hard for you to compromise at times. So this person feels so much love, I will say. I'll see if this is like kind of romantic. This could be romantic, but right now, more than the love, they just feel like you are their sunshine. They feel so happy. Feel so revived. They feel so much joy. They feel so energetic and so excited when they see you. So that's happiness and that's love. Come on. But we'll see. But they do see you as someone like a bit hard sometimes to deal with because you're on the defense and you give up very quick. And I just feel like you don't want to compromise or cooperate with others. Now, when it comes to intentions, group number 2, you got this King of Cups. This could also mean like you are not making things easy for them. You're not. So if they feel a bit like, ugh, like, and this person definitely, okay, let me just say right away, if you were like, does this person like me or like feels attracted to me? Because sometimes, and I have been in that situation too, you're like, this person is my friend or an acquaintance or like a friend of a friend or we have hang out, but I don't know if he sees me that way. And just letting you know this person is attracted to you, okay? Just making that clear. And then you got the 3 of Wands, but in reverse. Okay. Then at the bottom of the deck, you got this 2 of Wands. I do feel like this person, there is definitely that romantic interest in the future as well. But I just feel like there is something, if you're not this, I'm going to start if you're not in a relationship with this person at the moment, okay? If you're not in a relationship with this person at the moment, they're planning on keep feeling the feelings. They're not trying to like cut ties or anything. They're not trying to like stop feeling what they feel, but they do feel like maybe this is not right, or they're not trying to stop the feelings for you, but they are trying to cut any toxic behavior that they could, or anything that has to do with them as well, that is stopping them from being able to love you in a healthy way, or like being able to be there as well in a healthy way. And this also could be because they feel, if you throw a tantrum, it's also up to them to kind of follow and play along. And so they want to stop doing that. So I feel like there's part of them that wants to work on themselves as well, because they're like, my feelings for this person are not going to go away, but there's something about me that I do need to fix or to like work on, because I feel also that it's because of me that this person can feel comfortable throwing tantrums or being selfish, or so this person is like, I need to, she's someone or he's someone very strong, you are someone very strong, and so I better also like kind of see that dark side that may be stopping me from being strong and having structure and having discipline as well. I do think this person is definitely very, very, very sexually attracted to you and has like this like deep love for you. With this 3 of Wands, this already lets me know that if you're not in a relationship, this person, there's some delays in this like reconnecting, or this you two making it official, because of the devil. Because I do think that you two may not be bringing out the best sometimes, and there's a bit of codependency and some obsessions in this connection. I mean, your intimacy is amazing, but there is a bit of codependency in here. So there are some delays on this, reuniting or this making it an official relationship, but they have no intention of like cutting the tie right now. And with this 2 of Wands in the background, this is saying that they want to take care of this first, because they do want to plan for the future. Now, if you are in a relationship, this person It's a bit similar from like what I said already. I do think that you two could have like codependency at times, and this person is planning to kind of also maybe get some help, some advice as well on this matter, because yeah, they wish to move on to new horizons and to be able to, also move on from the dynamic that you two have. And so this person, it has like this, like the intention of working through any codependency or limiting dynamics that you two have, and that is not necessarily pushing you to the right direction, okay, or to the desired direction. So this person is willing to put the work. And also, if let's say this person that you're asking about was meant to, travel, or was meant to like had to travel, or there was something geographic that he had or she had to do, this person is putting on hold. So this person is planning to put on hold a lot of his or her projects to make this work as well. That's just something else I want to make sure that you know. Group number 2, I do hope that this reading, serve you as guidance. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you, everyone who stayed until the end. Thank you to those that already subscribed. I really appreciate it. This is a new channel, but I have been doing tarot for several years already. And I just hope that this channel can grow in no time. So if you can subscribe, give it a like and comment, I will really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next Pick a Card. Bye. Hi there, group number 3, and welcome to your reading. Now, I'm going to be using this deck today for your reading. I'm going to leave your amethyst on the side. And do remember, this reading, it's a general reading, but definitely will be very helpful to get clarity. Now I'm going to be focusing on 3 things. First, the perception, his or her perception of you at this current moment. Then his or her feelings at this current moment, and then his or her intentions at this current moment, okay? Now, if this type of reading, or this type of like the answers of these questions are very important for you, then I do recommend for sure to get a private reading, okay? Remember, this is general, and there's going to be a lot of information that makes sense to you. But if you ever, whether it's this video or another one, you do need more precise information, then you can always book a private reading on my website, which is tarotbyfernanda.com. And I got express delivery, so literally you get your reading within like the next 48 hours. So, okay, let's start with your reading. With the perception, just remember that this is not necessarily who you are, but that's how they perceive you, or how they want to perceive you, okay? And in this reading, I will be taking reversals. So I just wanted to say that, because in 90% of my readings I don't, but on this one I will. Let's see. Group number 3, perceptions. Okay. Got this 5 of Pentacles to start with. You got this Queen of Wands. And you got this Page of Wands. It's a very interesting combo. Alrighty. Well, actually, this goes like here, like this. Okay. So at the center, you got this Queen of Wands. So this could be, you may be a fire sign. So that's an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. Or maybe that's just how they perceive you, because they perceive you as this very self-confident, magical person, authentic, I'll say. For me, the Queen of Wands is just someone who is very, very authentic. Nowadays, a lot of people were just pretending to be other people. But the Queen of Wands, to me, it is someone who has, of course, confidence. Any queen has self-confidence. But the Queen of Wands is someone who is authentic on their purpose. They're authentic. Whatever they do, their work is authentic. And it's very creative. And it's very artistic. And it's very magical, and has like special bond with nature. And she's very strong because you see this pattern, pantera. What is pantera in English? Panther. I think it's panther. Yeah. Maybe I'm mispronouncing it. Sorry about that. But you need a strong woman to, handle one of these because the Queen of Swords is given a kitten, a cat. So you see the difference, right? So this type of woman has to be, or person or man, has to be very, very, very strong. And I just feel like this person pictures you. One, definitely they like your looks, okay? They admire you. They think that you're beautiful. That they think that you're very like they're drawn to you. And that you're very, it's not this angelic beautiful. It's like this very like more like sexy, good looking woman that even if you are like, but I'm not necessarily like beautiful, like my face is not necessarily beautiful. No, but the way you like, the way you hold yourself, the way that you walk into a room, everything, the way you dress is very authentic, very unique. So this person definitely is, I feel like, is attracted to you, just in case that also, I mean, we'll see in the feelings, but right now, at least this person thinks that you are good looking, okay? So we'll leave it at that. Now, I do think that this person does perceive you as someone who's pretty optimistic, very daring as well. You dare to do things that other people would not. You're not necessarily extra careful. And I can see that because with the Five of Pentacles, this is someone who could be unemployed, could not have much money, but with really good energy like this Queen of Wands and Page of Wands, this Five of Pentacles, it tells me that this person sees you with so much admiration, like, wow, you're amazing, you're artistic, you're brave, you're daring, you're confident, you're strong. Yes, you may not have much money. Your finances may not be like really like good right now, or you may not have really like great financial skills, but you're this amazing person. You take risk. You don't mind to live like day by day. You could, this makes me think of like digital nomads. I was like, I have been traveling a lot right now. For now, I'm actually staying in one place for at least 6 months. But I do know sometimes with digital nomads, you meet a lot of people that really have no money and they're still traveling. And you're like, wow, you admire them, but you definitely do see that they lack money. And the lack of money is not important, but you then know that for them, structure is not necessarily important. So if for you it's important, like it is for a lot of Taurus, a lot of Capricorns, a lot of Cancers, if that's important for you, maybe this type of person, I don't know. This person definitely takes risk and is living day by day, maybe struggling financially, maybe not really good with money, maybe like money slips all the time, or maybe they only have like enough to be paying the bills. Could be also that your health right now is, being affected and they see that. But they do picture you as someone who is very, very, very brave. And I can even see it even more with this Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, because this is someone who's brave enough to leave whoever they loved behind. And this could be family, this could be other friends and family, and she goes into the unknown because she knows that there's more for her. So only someone who is brave enough to keep and also has like an adventurous soul will do this. Okay, let's see how this person actually feels about you. Now, do remember that this channel is very new, so I will really appreciate if you could subscribe, to give it a like. I mean, I have been doing readings for years, but this is a new YouTube channel that I have, and so I would really appreciate if you can subscribe, to give it a like, support with a comment, even if it's just a number of the pile that you chose. You don't have to leave any details, just like pile 3 or an emoji. That really helps, and that tells YouTube that this content is being enjoyed by you. and that this has value. And then so what will happen is that YouTube will be pushing this type of content to more people. You got this Five of Cups, this Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords have been coming out on every single reading so far. Not for everything, like not in feelings, but it has been coming out every single time. So I just feel like all of you are tough cookies. Like all of you are like setting boundaries and being hard to read. Okay. And you got the Tower on the bottom of the deck, and you got Death on the top of the deck. Okay. So this Five of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. There's a lot of regrets, I will say. They feel regret. I don't know why, but they just feel regret. They feel regret because they wish they were a better person for you. They feel regret because... yeah, they just feel regret because they feel they were not up to your standards. So this is like present, or even if you're with this person right now, there's some regret on their side. I don't know if something happened in the past, and we're not looking at past, present, and future. I have other readings, or I don't know if I have a reading like that yet, but we're not looking at that. But I do think this person regrets a couple things and feels melancholic about this connection. A lot of you may not be with this person, so that's why this person feels regrets and feels like things could have done differently, and maybe there could have been more honesty, and they just feel also that you have shut them out. This person feels like you don't want to know anything about them, or even if you're dating them, they just feel, or you're married to this person right now, they just feel it's hard to communicate with you because you're not necessarily very open for communication at this moment. They do feel... they feel that you're someone who's very, like, who's worthy of the best, and they feel... they feel like there's room for improvement on both sides, but they just... yeah, they're regretful. There's a lot of melancholic feeling. If you're not together, this person does think about you, just letting you know, and thinks of you with a level of regret and a level of, like, understands that he or she has been shut out completely. And feels like if they ever wanted to be with you or even reach out to you, they will need to work on themselves. They will need to, like, step up. And I get this feeling like they feel that you did the right thing. Whatever it is that you did, they just feel like, okay, she did or he did the right thing. They just feel like they feel this regret, but they feel like they have always... I don't know how they are with other people, but this person has always felt like he or she needs to be honest with you. And you could be like, well, he cheated or she cheated on me. Okay, but he or she told you, probably. Because there's this feeling that they just think that you deserve truth, that you deserve loyalty, that you deserve someone who actually is protecting you, who has your best interest. And they know they have to work hard and on themselves and get better, because right now they're not up to the task. Like, that's how this, like, I'm reading it and I'm feeling it right now. And with the Tower, you know, on the bottom and Death on the top, I just feel like this person feels like everything is crumbling. Like, maybe things were not built on truth, and now the truth is coming out, or now things are coming out, and they know you deserve the truth. They know you deserve someone who's looking out for you. And so they regret how they went about things. I'll say that. So whether you are or not in a relationship with this person, Now, if this is a friend, let's say that you're like, hey, but I never actually dated this person, like how this person can feel regret. Well, it could be about like the missed opportunities, the times that he or she could actually have done something, and they also, maybe this person hasn't even made a move because they know you deserve, like I said, truth and transparency, and that's not something they tend to give to people. Let's see what are this person's intentions, okay? You got the Emperor upside down. Now, if you watch other pick a cards, you'll see that a lot of readings, they will just, shuffle a couple times and then take all the cards out. That's not how I go about it. I really do love the cards coming out on their own flying, and I like when they come out one by one. And I just feel like, to me at least, for me, the way I do the readings, that's the way I feel most connected with the message, and I always feel like it makes sense all the time. So just letting you know, because sometimes I'm shuffling for a long time until a card comes out, and that's the purpose of it. There we go. I was not intending for 4 cards, but I will take the 4th. Now this one came out this way, and so that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna show you the cards. I don't have enough space for this. I'm gonna put this like this, maybe like this, like this. Same here, like this, and then we have a bit more space here. Alrighty, this was... I'm just going to drink a bit of water. I don't know if you notice in my voice, but I'm a bit sick. Alrighty. Okay, so these are the 2 cards that came out first, then this was the 3rd, and this is the 4th. So immediately right now, there's no movement. With the Emperor, like I said, the Emperor usually is someone who has a lot of responsibility and registers that responsibility that he has for himself and others, but mainly others. He needs to protect, provide for others as well, needs to be like the protector of the family or of the relationship, or like needs to lead, but it's upside down. So it's completely the opposite. This person is not planning to change his or her ways. There could be a lot of regret felt by this person, but this person is not changing his ways or her ways of doing things. So this is just something that you need to understand, because you may be asking about a friend or someone you even are interested in, and you know that he or she's a womanizer, or they like to, they don't like to commit to anyone. So this person, whatever is like the reason why you two are not together, this person is not changing their way. Instead of being like a father figure, like responsibility, this person lacks a lot of discipline, and instead is an infant, or keeps behaving like one, doesn't have any intentions of kind of like man up, or like becoming more mature, or having more responsibility. This person feels regret because they know you deserve more, but not to the point in which they are willing to change. And I just want to make this very clear. And this is, if you watch my readings, all my readings are very honest. I'm not going to tell you everything is pink and sunshine and love, because I'm a very honest tarot reader, and I like to tell you how it is. And if you're subscribed and if you're here and you join this community, you know that any readings that you watch of mine, they will be like 100% transparent, with no like filter to gain more like likes or subscribers. So hopefully stay with me, because I think there's really important information in here for you. And I understand disappointment, because I have felt disappointment. But this person is like, there's no moving. This person is very set on his ways, and is very set also. Could be that you feel like this person you're asking about may not be like a provider, may not be someone who's a giver. Now, if you're asking of a woman, you may feel like this person, you give and this person doesn't give you back. This person is not a nurturer. This person does not take care of you. But the thing is, this person is not planning to start doing that now. But I feel like a lot of you may be asking about a man, and you want this person to take more responsibility. You want this person to give more financially as well, to be more of a support. But this person instead is like very stingy, like he will just spend on himself, and he probably will be doing 50-50 in this connection. So if you are fine with 50-50 and you're fine with no commitment, then just telling you what he's intending to give you, right? And that should be fine. But if you're someone who does not do 50-50, you're a bit more conservative, like, there's no judgment whatsoever. I'm a bit more conservative as well. Then this person may not have the right intentions for you, right? Because intent is not right or wrong. It's just that if it does not align with what you're looking for right now, then you make a decision out of this, okay? Now, you have the sun that came this way. And I do think that this person will have the intent of trying to still be around you without making any changes. Okay? This person is really looking into the future and thinks that this is his or her promise. When things change, when we move somewhere else, and when our situation changes, then there's possibility for things to change. But they're not setting the responsibility on themselves. They're saying when our situation changes or when something changes, then we can be happy. But there's no mention of them changing their ways of how they are right now. And I do feel like a lot of it has to do financially. They're not necessarily... They're keeping their money or any gains to themselves, and they don't want to take responsibility right now, or they don't want to invest energy, time, and finances, their money into this connection or this situation right now, and they're not changing right now. So that's your reading, group number 3. I do hope that this reading brought you clarity. Remember that this type of reading, and I said from the beginning, had nothing to do with what your angels are suggesting you to do, but it's more about, here are the facts, here are the things that are coming out. You make a decision. So I really do hope that you use this information for the best, and thank you for being here, and I will see you on the next pick a card on Sunday. Bye. Hi, group number 4, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this beautiful crystal, now I will be using this tarot deck today for your reading, and also just letting you know that on today's pick a card, I will be using reversals, okay? I will be taking them. So if a card comes, as a reversal, then I will just, read it that way. Do you also remember that this reading is general, so only take whatever resonates? And if this matter is really important to you, or at any point, any other reading, you really need that information to be meant for you and about you, I do recommend for you to get a private reading. Now, I do offer private readings. You can go to my website, tarotbyfernanda.com, and you can purchase a tarot reading, and you will get that tarot reading in less than 48 hours, okay? Alrighty, so let's start. Now, I will start with the perception, this person's perception of you. Now, do remember, this is not who you are as a person, but how this person perceives you, and we have no control over that, really, okay? So how this person perceives you, and this is important because this will also let me know if this person is attracted to you, because a lot of you may not be in a relationship with this person, and there's so many cards. I like to only take one at a time. this person may be a friend of yours, maybe someone, an acquaintance, and you don't know if they see you as a man or as a woman. Let's see. You got so far this Nine of Wands in reverse, this Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay? Now, I do think that this person thinks that you are, I don't know if you're young, if you're very young, but, or like, you just have this like inner child. And they feel like you're someone who is very fun to be around, that you're someone who's very joyful, who makes everyone laugh, who's very creative, who is very passionate. I think that they feel like you could be a bit arrogant. And this is why I wonder how old are you? Because you could be 65, okay? But they feel like you behave like someone who is like 35, like someone much younger, like in their 20s. I do feel like there's this sense of like, oh, she's good looking and, or he's good looking, but this person is pretty immature. And I'm telling you, because when it's like this, upside down, it's talking about the potential that you have, but instead you go and do the completely opposite. So you have here like poor choices. This Seven of Cups, instead of like taking the time to make the right decisions, you don't. You're very impatient. You focus so much on potential. Sometimes they feel that you are always so focused on people's potentials rather than what they're giving you right now at this moment. So you're a bit also delusional. You are always very confused and distracted. And I feel like they really feel like you say one thing and you do another. Yeah. And they also feel like that's how they're perceiving you, okay? They feel like there is like I don't know if you over criticize others, and this person feels that the reason of it is because you're not happy yourself, and they feel like, well, you haven't really gone after what you want. You're someone who's very indecisive. You're someone who doesn't feel fulfilled because you haven't had purpose, and or you haven't been brave enough to go after your purpose. And so you criticize others and you are very unhappy, and you then are so like distracted and have like no motivation to do something, start something and finish it. And so that's how they perceive you, like you cannot be really rely on. They do see you as someone with such a joyful young energy that is nice to be around or fun to be around. But I don't feel like this person feels that they can rely on you, that you're someone who they can rely on, because sometimes you're very selfish and arrogant and egocentric, and you change your mind all the time. And this could be also, you could be asking about someone that has had a crush on you for some time, or has liked you for a very long time, or dated you in the past as well. And they just feel like, well, yeah, she's great. She has, she's great, because it could be like this, she's great, but just like the good stuff is there, the bad stuff is there too. And she sometimes is, or he sometimes is not someone who takes things seriously, and who will like make one decision and like stick to it, or who has even self-control of herself or himself. So that's how they perceive you. And this could be, even if you're not current relationship with this person, you will know what's going on in your relationship, and that's what's happening. Like they perceive you like, well, there's no coins in here. There's no stability. There's no structure. They feel like you're all over the place. And so maybe they're having a hard time to trust you, that you could be a good team player, and that you could offer them stability, because lately you have making choices that only someone in their 20s will be making. like there's a lot of this YOLO vibe, like you only live once type of attitude towards your life and your choices. So when it comes to how this person feels about you, you got this Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, but in reverse. I mean, this one actually came out like this. And let's see. Now, if you have made it to this point of the reading, of this very honest reading, because remember, all my readings, I'm very transparent. I don't filter things out. I do prefer to give like real, raw readings because that's what tarot is about. Giving clarity. It's not about like all pink and rose and fluffy. I do want to give a lot of hope when it comes to angels' messages and be very clear about that. But when it comes to this type of readings in which I'm just stating facts and telling you what the energies are telling me, I like to be very straightforward and I don't like to be fluffing it up. So if you're here, if you have made it to this point, then I'm really proud of you because you're someone who can take this information like a champ, okay? Now, also, if you're still here and you haven't subscribed yet, I really would appreciate if you do so right now. And if you also gift me a like and a comment, the comment can just be like pile number 4 or maybe an emoji. It doesn't have to be anything elaborated, but it does really help YouTube to be pushing this video to more people. Alrighty, how does this person feel about you? There's a lot of karmic energy in this, in the feelings. And you got the World, but upside down. Yeah, I mean, and the Ten of Wands is here. So this person feels like this connection with you is really tiring and exhausting. And I think that this person feels like it's hard to move on because there was lack of closure. But I just feel like there's not necessarily, like that's how he or she's feeling, right? You know, sometimes when there's karmic energy, that means that the person feels like they owe you something, but instead they feel like you owe something to them. Like maybe you do not treat them well. Maybe they make you out the villain in this story. And they have like this hard time to move on because, like I said, there was no closure and they just feel very lonely and there's a lot of emptiness when they're with you. Like there's, of course, like I said, a lot of you're someone fun to be around, but I just feel like they just don't feel like you can give them what they're asking for. And so they feel like they're ready to move on. They feel like they want to move on. They want to, they just want to cut this tie because they feel that you have stringed them along for some time. And they just feel like maybe there was an abuse of generosity from your side. And you didn't give them much. Or you're not giving them much right now. So if you're in a relationship, doesn't necessarily mean that this person wants to leave. We're going to look at the intentions, but this person is like, I'm just done with this dynamic. I just feel very abused at times. I feel like this is not fair. I feel like I deserve peace and I deserve to be at peace and serenity and I deserve to feel comfortable. And I just feel like this dynamic or this relationship is leaving them feel used. And they make them like they feel, they're like empty. Like they feel bad about themselves. Like you don't look at them. They feel invisible. Now, when it comes to intentions, the intent, you got this Five of Wands. You got this Queen of Pentacles upside down. And you got the Sun. You got this Two of Cups in reverse. So I'll say this. This person doesn't want to give up on you. This person feels like there hasn't been closure. Like I said, if you're not with this person, they just feel like there's no closure. I was a bit like taking advantage in this connection. I feel like I don't owe you anything. You owe me something instead. And if you're in a relationship, this person, like I said, feels pretty empty, lonely. But at the same time, this person really wants to resolve any issues with this Five of Wands in reverse, because when it's like this, it's actually a lot of like competition and, you know, more like of egocentric competition. But when it's in reverse, we're talking about someone actually wanted to, you know, have peace again. Like pass you that olive branch, and wants to avoid conflict. And so this person wants to resolve whatever conflict and have closing. Doesn't mean necessarily be together again, but wants to have closure and wants to kind of know, for you to know that they forgive you, and they want to, for you to know that there's no bad blood, because they want to be happy and they feel like they cannot move on without having that, like, without resolving issues. Maybe you guys, okay, this is, if you're not in a relationship, maybe you work together, or you know, you still see each other. And even if you're not romantic connected anymore, like you still see each other at school, at work, family members. So they rather resolve this because they feel like it's needed to move on. And yeah, they feel like they can't really plan for the future if they're not making peace with you, and they rather be in good terms with you. And this is why I'm asking, like, I'm wondering if you two see each other, regardless of, like, even if you're not dating each other, because this need of being in good terms with you, like, if you're still going to see each other regardless, maybe even like for a friendship. Now, if you are in a relationship, this is a bit different, because this person, I find they see you as a soulmate, and they feel like this person doesn't want to make any plans, like having kids, buying a house, until you get your sorry, I was going to say a bad word, and I don't like to do that. So until you get your act together. Okay, so this person wants to resolve any issues and does not want to be planning for the future. And by the future, I mean like milestones, like getting engaged, having kids, buying a house, anything that is long term, making any decisions that will impact them long term. So even like, let's say you're asking them to give up on their job, and they're like, I'm not giving up on my job. I'm not moving to a different country, because unless I know that you are, you know, that person that is ready to like be a team player, I'm not going to be planning long term. So whatever decisions were like long term, we're going to put a hold on that. But they want a future with you, and they're hoping for that because you're their soulmate according to them. So they want to solve whatever issue or problem that is happening right now. So grip number 4, I do hope that this reading gives you clarity and that you make, you know, the right decision for you based on whatever information that really resonated to you. And yeah, I wish you the best, grip number 4. Thank you so much for your support. I thank everyone who has already subscribed. Give it a like, and well, I will see you on the next pick a card on Sunday. Bye. Hi there, grip number 5, and welcome to your reading. I just got to say that when I got to your pile, I I got like a rush of excitement. So we'll see what this is about. Maybe this is a new connection or something where there's like a lot of potential. Now, I will be using this deck for your reading. It's such a beautiful deck. And yeah, I'm going to be focusing on three things, okay? This person's perception of you, this person's feelings towards you, and this person's intentions towards you. And this is about current perception, current feelings, and current intentions. Now, this is great if you want to know whether this person also has like romantic intent towards you or romantic feelings, because I know sometimes, we meet someone, could be a friend of a friend, could be a friend, could be an acquaintance, someone at work, and we just don't know if they see us with the same eyes, like with how we see them. And or this could be, you are in a relationship and you just want to have like that, that insight of like how they're feeling, how they perceive you right now, what are their intentions in the future. And same thing if you maybe have an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend and you just want to know what's going on. So let's see. What are this person's perception of you? Now, do you remember this is a general reading? And also, perception is not necessarily who you are, but how they perceive you. And that's something we cannot control, okay? We cannot necessarily control how people perceive us. You got this 10 of Swords in reverse, the 8 of Cups in reverse. And you got this 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Alrighty. Okay, group number 5. This person feels that I just feel like they perceive you as someone who's doing their best to survive or move on, or it's like you are scared of feeling depressed or feeling sad feelings. They perceive you someone who avoids that. You avoid anything that could trigger sad feelings. But it's the thing is, we all avoid it, of course, but it's like you're scared of it. You're scared of ever feeling betrayed. You're scared of ever feeling deeply for someone and then feeling betrayed. And I just feel like they see you like you're in this healing era. And so maybe you are trying to avoid deep feelings or connections at this moment because you just don't want to ever feel like that again. You never want to feel sad or depressed or grief or betrayed to the level that you have felt in the past. And I do feel like they think that you may be putting your interest or your attention in the wrong things, like because you don't want to feel again, or you don't want to be, you're so scared of taking a chance and then being betrayed, or taking a chance and then realizing that it was not worth it. You then stay on the surface level. That's how they feel. Like she or he stays on the surface level. So this could be like you make it seem like you're a materialistic person, but maybe you're not. But they perceive you like that. Like you try to stay on the fluff of everything. This could also say that you play it very safe. They have this impression of you that at this current moment, you're playing it very safe. And this could be like an ex, a current friendship, a current coworker. They just feel like you could be asking about this person and you may be dating someone right now. I feel like this is a group that you are asking about someone else, but someone else that is not your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Because a lot of you, for you, a lot of this person you're asking about, they perceive you like you play it safe to the point that you may stay in the wrong situation or like a stagnant relationship just because you don't want to take risk. And so I feel like this is a situation where it's like this person, I feel like they want to offer you more. They want you to open more to them, but they just feel like you're playing it safe, or you have this fear of change. You have this fear of getting out of your bubble and taking a chance. And I feel like that chance and that change is them. They're like, pick me, choose me. So that's how they feel. It's like you are being really playing it very safe and surface level right now at this point of your life. And yeah, let's see how this person feels about you. How does this person feel about you? You got the Star. Ooh. You are their ideal woman. You are their ideal man. And that's why they feel so frustrated. I mean, I feel like they perceive you and they're like, what are you doing? Like, they want to, like, slap you because they're like, what are you doing? Like, more than, like, the potential that you have as a person, because some piles is like, you're such a creative person. You have so much potential. Like, why are you not being active? But it's not that. It's like you have romantic potential. You are a great person. You're valuable. And yet you're giving yourself, or you're caring about people's opinion that don't even care about you, or that they're not treating you well. So this person is like, what are you doing? Why are you giving yourself to people that don't value you? Why are you so fearful of like taking a chance, and instead you're staying in the wrong situation? So yeah, this person feels that you are their ideal person, their North Star. Like they idolize you so much. See, you got the Sun over here. They really care about you. You're their sunshine, and the Empress. Yeah, they really, now I get the frustration, honestly. I get it, because for someone to feel this way about you, if you're in a relationship and you're asking about this person, I'm telling you, this person is like, why? Why are you not with me? Like, you could do so much better. Why are you, or even if you're single but you're not giving them a chance, that's how they feel. They're like, you're so beautiful. You should be put on a pedestal. You, please be brave and take a chance on me. And this person feels like you are their ideal woman or man. They feel so much love and caring, and they just want to expand. When it comes to you, expand. So that means like build a family. They want to have a relationship. They want to build things. They want to birth new things with you, a business, a child, a relationship, a home. They just want to create something with you that you're part of, like adopt a pet with you. They want that that next level of partnership. And if you're with this person, if you're in a relationship, they want more of you. Group number 5. Okay, if you're asking about this person, they want more of you. They feel so strongly about you, and they feel like you are their ideal woman or man, but they feel hopeless because you keep giving your attention and your energy to the wrong people. You keep playing it safe. You keep like being stagnant emotionally, and they just want to build so much with you. Now, let's see, what are this person's intentions? Now, if you have made it to this point of the reading, group number 5, I really would appreciate if you do subscribe, if you give it a like, if you comment, but mainly first thing, subscribe. Just subscribe now, hit that button, it's very quick. I only post one video per week on Sunday. So it's not like you're going to be bombarded with, notifications or anything like that. So just subscribe to show support. And yeah. Now, also something I think I failed to say on this specific group, if you ever wish to get a private reading, as of today, as of 2024, I am offering private tarot readings. So if you go to my website, tarotbyfernanda.com, you can book a reading with me. I mean, you can purchase a reading with me, and you will be getting that reading within the next 48 hours, okay? So it's pretty fast. Let's see. What are this person's intentions? Seriously, this person feels so happy around you and feels so attracted to you and wants to take care of you. So bad. So bad. But also he or she is like, it's losing faith day by day of like, is this going to ever happen? Now, if you're not together, this person is not going to make a move towards you. I don't see this person making a move towards you, because if this is like a friend or an acquaintance or a coworker, they have already seen you, or an ex, they have seen you make so many poor choices, or like I said, giving yourself as a person, I'm not saying like anything else, like you giving your attention, your energy, your money even to the wrong person. You being very like there's a lot of instability, and there's a lot of like stagnation, like I said. And so they feel you are the ideal person. They feel that you're perfect. They feel so much love and care and joy towards you, and they feel so attracted to you. But they're not, I feel like they don't want to look like fools. They don't want to do that. And if you are in a fight, they will want to reconcile, but they're not making a romantic gestures towards you. I just feel like if that's something that you want and you're like, oh, damn, like I should have said yes in the past, or it was clear they like me or they wanted me back and I did not give them room for that. If you want to start something, it will have to be on you. Because this person is not intending to. This person is intending to keep working on themselves, to also work on their appearance, to, just keep working on themselves, do their own thing. They do want to come forward and reconciliate. Maybe they will reach out to, like, let's be at peace. Let's, any arguments we had in the past, let's just like hatch the what is the saying, hatch the I can't remember. But yeah. So it's just like, let's just be at peace and let's, reconcile, compromise, but they're not making a risky investment again, because they feel like in the past they have really opened their heart, or they feel like they look silly doing so. So they're not doing that again. Now, if you are in a relationship, this person is, like I said, still putting the work and wants to have to kind of hold peace in this connection. But I just feel like this person is no longer doing any big gestures or having hopes or trying to go a bit faster. They may actually, they will work on themselves. I feel like they have the intent of putting more energy into themselves than to others at this moment, or to you like they used to. And they may start being a bit more careless. So maybe they used to be very caring towards you. This person is going to be more careless and not be as responsible like they used to. And, maybe at times you used to feel like, oh, this person, I can 100% rely on him or her. Whenever I want to be with him or her, they're there for me. No, they intend to completely, they want to make peace. So there's no bad blood. But they have no intent of being that reliable person for you anymore. And that's how, that's their intention. that's their intent towards you at this moment of time. Okay, group number 5, I hope that this reading, give you clarity. Now, if at any point you actually look to receive angels advice on any situation, I do recommend for you to book a reading, or maybe there may be a reading already on my past pick a cards where where the reading is more about your angel's advice on the current relationship. Okay? Thank you so much for everyone's support. Thank you for everyone that already subscribed. And I will see you on the next pick a card. Bye.